9 years, that's how long fans waited for Dead Island 2. From its initial announcement in 2014 to its eventual release, the journey for Dead Island 2 has been quite bumpy. And now with the Haus and Sola DLC, the saga continues, but has the DLC redeemed the game trouble past, or is it just another chapter in the story of missed opportunities? Well my friends, let's talk about that. So firstly, we'll start with the Haus DLC and then we'll talk about the Sola DLC. Also, if I'm being honest, I had no idea Haus DLC was releasing on 2nd November 2023. Like, the marketing team really did a good job not promoting this DLC enough to the community. Literally, I'm not even kidding, their first post about this DLC was done on Twitter 20 days before the actual release. So no wonder why many people complained about having no idea that this DLC was coming out. Anyways, when I found out about this DLC, I played it in co-op with my friend Backboard Films and we enjoyed this DLC so much.
What do you think of the DLC so far? What's your little mini review?
Boring.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is I love the designs and everything. Like, I love it, not gonna lie. What the fuck? The Haus DLC offers an intriguing yet mixed experience as the DLC invites players into a new narrative set in a techno-cult mansion in Malibu. The DLC also features a dark, eerie ambience reminiscent of American Horror Story, creating a striking contrast to the base game tone. I mean, the house itself here is a complex structure filled with creepy decor and latex-covered zombies, adding to the unsettling atmosphere. Now, about the storyline, it isn't the strongest part of this DLC. The storyline here simply revolves around the mysterious cult and their bizarre experiments. And in this DLC, you follow the narrative through the audio recordings and do encounters with various characters, providing a more engaging and darker plot than the base game. And when it comes to the gameplay, it still maintains the core hack and slash mechanics of Dead Island 2, but this time it incorporates new elements like the thematic zombies and puzzles, with some additions like the crossbow, which is essential for dealing with specific new types of zombies such as the dark brains. These brains basically block progression and can only be destroyed with the crossbow, adding a unique challenge to the gameplay. So overall, the first half of the DLC can be praised for its creativity and engaging puzzles, whereas the second half felt more repetitive and lacking in innovation. I mean, the entire DLC I would say can be completed in about 2 to 3 hours, which some players can find sufficient for the price, while others feel it could have more content. Regardless, my mind was actually blown when the enemy behind all this was revealed to be an AI dog. Like, what the hell? Doggy!
Constantine's a dog.
Huh?
So it was all your work? Bad boy. Bad.
Constantine, one of the main reasons we're fucking here is because of a dog.
An AI Bao, like, what are you saying? Funny enough, the boss we faced was also just wearing a pig mask, like a zombie doing a cosplay. My god. Oh, headshot, that was oh, bro, he's no longer a piggy.
Oh.
That is not a piggy! He's not a piggy!
Yeah,
That's a
piggy!
scam!
Oh, we got fucked over.
It's all a scam,
Gotta beat
bro.
his ass.
It's all a scam. So I would say it was an alright DLC, like it wasn't too bad and it wasn't great either, it was just alright. I mean, I did like few things, like stepping on the grass would basically spawn in more zombies, puzzles, the beautiful atmosphere, and the whole vibe was really dark, which is something I liked, and finally the Fury mode at the end was the cherry on top. So it's a pretty decent DLC with nothing much to offer in terms of story continuity, and I'm gonna be honest, I hated this DLC the day I played it. But my friends, all of that changed the moment I stepped in the Sola DLC. I mean, I didn't know it could get any more worse than that, but I was truly wrong. So yeah, fuck me. So my friends, presenting you the Dead Island 2 Sola DLC, which is a mixed bag that offers both highlights and low points. The DLC does a good job capturing the essence of Southern Californian music festival that turned into a zombie apocalypse. So the festival setting with the themed stages and over-the-top infrastructure provides a visually engaging and thematically rich backdrop. So what I'm saying is that the developers have done an impressive job in making the festival feel both authentic and full of comedic jabs. The DLC, my friends, also introduces new weapons, including the nostalgic Ripper, a baseball bat with spinning chainsaw. With that, we also got the Innovation Saw blade launcher. Really cool stuff that I got to experience early in the game thanks to my friend Backboard Films. By the way, along these, the DLC also introduced new enemy types like the Whipper, which really had the best intro in the game. Like, I was having so much fun, a freaking cowboy style with the intestines being used as a whip. I don't know if I could ask for anything more unique than that because this was just awesome. Then after that we had another zombie called Clotter that is formed by the dead remains of the zombies. Truly a unique zombie that also was annoying as hell in the game. Overall, a lot of the things this DLC did was really good, but then shit started happening. So this DLC, again, just like the Haus DLC, did not offer much to the base game story. Which simply means that instead of answering questions, it left us with more questions. Like, yeah, the Newmans were involved, but not in a way you would expect. So the whole point of the DLC was us figuring out why a music at the festival was turning people into the zombies. And so to figure it out, we had to go in different places with these music setups and had to activate the music and pick up the ball and throw at the zombies to kill them instantly. A ball that you see here would only spawn if you kill enough zombies near it, and I honestly don't know what's with the Deep Silver and the balls. Like, they had this ball in the Haus DLC, something that filled your fury bar instantly, and then this ball in Sola DLC that you used to throw at your enemy. I mean, let's be honest, this was fun at start, but later became too repetitive. Like, everywhere we go, that's what we did, from the beginning till the end, even during the boss fight, and my god, don't even get me started about the boss fight. Like, I have never in my life seen a boss fight like this. It was the lamest of it all. The boss was literally the same Clotter that we killed multiple times since it was revealed in this DLC. And the only difference was that this one was immune to the hits. So instead of using the balls to throw at your enemy, you basically throw the balls at the speaker trying to break it. So yeah, that's what we did. We picked the balls and we threw it at the speaker and repeated that. So the only thing that changed while we were doing it was the positions of the balls. So it was like in stages, and my god, we wasted about 25 or 30 minutes just doing the same thing again and again. It was so bad that I just wanted this DLC to end as quick as possible, and finally when it did, nothing great happened. Yes, we spoke to Kadena, one of the Newmans, but they talked nothing important. Like, my god, this DLC was supposed to be a major expansion, and yet it felt like a missed opportunity. Talking about the opportunity, have you seen this promotional image of Sola DLC that was being shared by Deep Silver? If you look at the image had Tisha in the background that made everyone assume that she would be returning in this DLC, kinda trying to make a connection between the base game and this DLC. But my friends, when you play this DLC, she is nowhere to be found. Literally zero mentions of her in this DLC. Like, they could have done so much with this DLC, but what we got, it felt underwhelming. Also, don't get me wrong, there are things I also enjoyed in this DLC. Like this moment in the game where a blimp crashed and the propeller of the blimp was still running at the high speed. Also, I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was just a prop, but my god, was it really there?
Oh! 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 Okay. you just said fuck it.
This is truly the best experience I had in this DLC. Shoving zombies in the propeller and then watching them disintegrate was just amazing. Not gonna lie, I wish it lasted longer. Also, the introduction of both the apex zombies were pretty cool. Plus, Dam Buster Studios really did a good job with the whole setting and the atmosphere because it was beautiful. Also, check this out, during the nighttime it got even better. At the end, I can still see some people enjoying this DLC, but being a fan of the franchise for years and building my career over this game, I honestly felt bad for what we got in the name of two major expansions. Dead Island 2 has a lot of potential, and Dam Buster Studios and Deep Silver need to take this game more seriously and start experimenting more with it. Yes, it feels really bad when people criticize the game you love. I mean, the criticism is good, but if people keep criticizing the game again and again, then maybe it's time to listen. Like for me, it's really hard to recommend these DLCs. Haus and Sola DLC both have their goods and bad, but at the end, if you have enough free time and you don't care about a good story or unique gameplay mechanic, then play these DLCs and enjoy mindless hacking and slashing the zombies. But my friend, if you haven't played Dead Island 2 yet, then I would honestly recommend you to give it a try. Yes, I'm being honest, the DLC might not be great, but the base game is really good and it's way more fun with friends. So yeah, this will be it for this video. Do remember this was my thoughts in this DLC and you don't have to agree with it. Also, if you can, then please in the comments let me know why you enjoy the Haus or the Sola DLC. And I will see you guys in the next video. Till then, do whatever the heck you wanna do.